Hello friends, today we will discuss the classification of mollusca in detail. The mollusca phylum having seven classes. These are Aplacophora, Monoplacophora, Polyplacophora, Bivalvia, Gastropoda, Cephalopoda and Scapopoda. These all seven classes. Some are having shells, some are lacking the shells. It starts from the Aplacophora, then Monoplacophora, then Polyplacophora, then Scapopoda, Gastropoda, Bivalvia, and Cephalopoda. The Aplacophorans are small, cylindrical, worm-like creatures. These are exclusively marine and does not having the shell. Some small calcareous spicules are embedded in the mantle. There is no head or specialized excretory organ, nephridia. The foot and mantle cavity is totally reduced. Foot, if present, is a fold that lies in the pedal group. The respiratory organs are one pair of gills in Chaetoderma and secondary gills in Pneumania. The ladder-like nervous system is present in the Aplacophora. The podocyte occurring on the peripheral wall help in excretion in the absence of the nephridia. Development may be direct or indirect. Example is pneumania and Chaetoderma. This is the pneumania. Then the second class is the bivalvia or pelecypoda. It having the two walls or the two shells. One is right and another one is left. The pelecypoda meaning is the one that is a hatch foot. They are bilaterally symmetrical and do not show any type of torsion. Head is greatly reduced, no tentacles but have a foot, and the two walls are joined by the hinges and other structure that help the walls to open and close. These are completely aquatic. Examples are the oysters and the clams. It includes mussels, oysters, shipworms, and the scallops. In these lamellibranchiates, the head, eyes, tentacles, jaws, and radula are totally absent. The organs of respiration are the cnidaria in these organisms. The type of feeding is a suspension feeding or the filter feeding, and the structure present in stomach which helps in the digestion of the starch is the crystalline style in Pelecypoda. These are mostly unisexual. The most common larval form of the marine pelecypod having the tocophore and the villager larva. Examples are the Mytilus and the Unio, that is a freshwater lamellibranch, and or the bivalve, and it having the specialized larva, that is a villager larva, that is called as a Glochidium larva. Then the next, these are all other bivalvia. That is this one is a Mytilus, and another one is this the Unio. This is the freshwater bivalve. Then the gastropoda, gaster means stomach and the poda means food. So gastropods can be called as a stomach footed, and they have well developed muscular foot used for the crawling, the head with well developed eyes and tentacles. All the gastropods having the outer shell which is spirally wound, and the spiral coiling is seen as animal grows. Immature organism is bilaterally symmetrical, but as it grows due to the torsion, what it becomes asymmetrical in shape. The gastropods are the most diverse molluscan class, which includes snails, slugs, limpets, and the larva is the villager larva, head of gastropod bear eyes, tentacles, and the chemoreceptors. Food in gastropods is a flat, creeping sole. These gastropods are spirally coiled, univalve, and external. Shell-less gastropods are the slugs. Shell is internal in aplysia. Chief organ of respiration in gastropoda, that is the ctenidium, the only class of mollusca which includes marine, freshwater, terrestrial, and freshwater forms is a gastropoda, and only left nephridium, arthrium, and gill are present in most of the living gastropods, and radula is present. One of the example is a pila, then that is an apple snail. Then the picture of this, it is a land snail, that is a helix having the what, that is a tentacles, and the what, that is a foot, and what all the visceral mass discovered within the shell. This is the pila globosa. Then the Polyplocophora had bears the many plates, and example is the chiton and the Lepidopleurus. It having the many overlapping plates. In chitons or the Lepidopleurus, it having the 8 plates which are overlapping to each other, and so these are called as the placophora. Then the monoplacophora having these they are the primitive most mollusk, and it was thought to be extinct in 1952. They are they are recovered from the coast of Costa Rica, and they are small and have single cap like or single plate like shell, and that look like them limpet, and therefore the name is the segmented limpet or monoplacophora. Head is reduced with no tentacles or eyes. They have broad, flat, and rounded foot. The many organs like gills, nephridia are paired. The excretion and respiration occur by 3 to 7 pairs of nephridia and 3 to 6 pairs of the gills in monoplacophora. The heart is unique with 2 pairs of auricles which opens into the ventricles. Example is the neopilina. This is the neopilina which looks like a segmented limb. Then the scapopoda or the tusk-shaped animal and the worm-like animal found within the tusk-shaped cells, and these are called as the scapopoda. The meaning of these is a boat-footed, and these are marine mollusks which buried in the sand. The atria and the gills in scapopoda are absent. The foot of scapopoda is very long and conical, which act as a digging organ. The two lobes on either side of the head, bearing a large number of the thread-like structure, these are called as a capsiculi, which helps in the capture of the food. Example is the dentalium and the pulsellum. The characteristic larva of Scapopoda is the villager larva. This is called as it is the tusk-like structure within which the animal is present, and this is a capsicula which is present, which is helpful for the feeding purpose. Then cephalopoda. Cephalo means head and poda means legs. That is the head-footed animals. Example are the what? The cuttlefishes or octopuses, loligo, sepia, squids, nautilus. These the foot has undergone modification and is seen as a set of arms around the mouth. Generally 8 to 10 arms with suckers and siphons are there. The only exception is the nautilus, that is the shell is present in the nautilus externally. The shell-less cephalopods, that is octopus, while cephalopods with internal shell are loligo and sepia. Nautilus is an extremely spirally coiled multi-chambered shell. These are highly advanced class of mollusca and predaceous, fast-swimming, carnivorous mollusks. Heart in cephalopoda, one ventricle and 2 to 4 auricle. The myogenic type of heart, the shell of sepia, it is commonly called as a cuttle bone. The shell of loligo is called as a pen, and the gland which provides the defensive adaptation that is called as a ink gland. In cephalopoda, the telaria are the dibranchiate. In sepia, it is a in cephalopoda, ctenidae are present, dibranchiate in sepia, and the tetrabranchiate in nautilus. This is a nautilus, this is the octopus having the 8 arms, the loligo and the what? The sepia. Thank you.